Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to our Wednesday's English lesson. It is Wednesday the 20th of January, and today in English we are going to be learning all about expanded noun phrases. So our learning objective today is we are going to understand and use expanded noun phrases. So, before we start looking at expanded noun phrases, we need to remind ourselves what a noun is. Could you tell your grown-up what a noun is? Now, if you're not sure, don't worry, we are going to go over that together. So, here we have our friend Naomi Noun, and she is part of the grammar gang. Let's just remind ourselves what Naomi Noun's job is. So it says, my name is Naomi Noun and I like naming things. My job is to make sure people, places, animals and different objects have a name. So that is the job of Naomi Noun. Let's see, by looking at these sentences, if we can spot the nouns. The boy loved playing football. Can you talk with your grown-up? What are the naming words in that sentence? Okay, so in this sentence we have got the noun boy, okay, because that is a noun. And we also have the noun football, because that is the name of an object. Let's move on to the next one. The horses galloped across the field. Can you discuss with your grown-up what are the nouns in that sentence? Now remember, a noun is a naming word. Okay, let's go through together. So, the horses galloped across the field. Well, the nouns in this sentence are horses, because that is the name of an animal, and field. Well done if you got those two. Next sentence. The witch was creating a potion. Can you talk with your grown-up and spot the nouns in that sentence? Okay, let's go through it together. The witch was creating a potion. The nouns in this sentence is witch and potion. Okay, so we've just reminded ourselves about nouns, and that will help us with the next part of our lesson. So, what is a noun phrase? So a noun phrase is a group of words that are put together, like this: my cute puppy. Those three words are a noun phrase. Okay, so it has to have a noun in it. Let's have a look at this one. The Year 2 class. Okay, so that is also a noun phrase. So we have got to spot in these three sentences what the noun phrase is. So if you need to pause the video, then you can. I want you to discuss with your grown-up, where is the noun phrase in the rain soaked them? Okay, so first of all we need to spot the noun, which is rain. So the noun phrase is the rain. Well done if you got that right. Okay, let's look at the next one. The strong wind nearly blew them over. Okay, let's spot the Naomi noun. Remember, Naomi noun loves to name things. So, wind is the noun. So the noun phrase would be the strong wind. Let's look at the final one. The road was long and winding. Can you spot the noun first? Well done, it is road. So the noun phrase will be the road. Okay, let's look at the next part. Okay, so We're still looking at noun phrases, but sometimes a sentence will have more than one noun phrase. So let's have a look at this one. The boy next door has a bike. So the first job, as always, is to spot the noun in the sentence. So can you spot the nouns? Well done. It is boy and bike. So the first noun phrase will be the boy. Remember, a noun phrase is a group of words. The next noun phrase would be a bike. Okay, let's look at the next one. The man walked to the supermarket. So remember, you have to spot the nouns first. The nouns are man and supermarket. Can you discuss with your grown-up what the two noun phrases would be in that sentence? Okay, so the first one would be the man. And the second one would be the supermarket. Well done if you got those right. Okay, so now we are going to move on to how to expand our noun phrase. Okay, because at the moment, a noun phrase can be very short, and in our writing, we want to make it as interesting for the reader as possible. So, we've got to add more detail to these noun phrases, and the way we do that is by adding adjectives. And remember, an adjective is a describing word. So instead of saying a pen, we can expand our noun phrase by adding an adjective, so it would become a purple pen. Let's have a look at the next one. The girl. Well, when you're writing, if you just put the girl, it might be a little bit boring. You could give some more information to help the reader imagine the story. So you could say a young girl by adding in an adjective to describe the noun. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. So here, what would the noun phrase be? It would be a man. And here we can already see an adjective, a describing word, has already been added to expand the noun phrase to make a young man. But we can also add another adjective to make the sentence even more interesting. So, a young something man. Can you talk with your grown-up? What other adjective could you put there to describe the man? Because remember, the man is the noun. Okay, so I have decided that I am going to write a young, handsome man. Can you say your sentence? Well done. I also could have used charming, so I could have put a young, charming man. Let's have a look at this next one. So, what is the noun? Well done. It is butterfly, because remember, that is the name of an animal. So, already we can see that this noun phrase has been expanded with the adjective blue. So the blue butterfly, it is already more interesting because I have got the adjective blue. Okay, so let's see now if we can add it to this sentence here. So the beautiful blue butterfly. So rather than just writing the butterfly, you have expanded that noun phrase by writing the beautiful blue butterfly. Okay, so we're going to have a go now in seeing if we can expand these noun phrases. So at the minute, I have got a car, which sounds very boring. I want to describe and expand that noun phrase. So can you, with your grown-up, think of 2 adjectives you could use to describe the noun car? Okay, so I have decided that I am going to describe the car as shiny and red. So my expanded noun phrase is going to be a shiny. Now, in between 2 adjectives, we must remember a comma, and we should be really good at using commas now because we've done that earlier in the week. So I have expanded my noun phrase from a car to a shiny red car. So already that is a lot more interesting. Right, let's move on to the next one. A house is my noun phrase. House is the noun. Can you, with your grown-up, think of 2 adjectives, describing words, for house? Okay, so I am going to use 2 adjectives which are tall and brick. So, a tall. Tell your grown-up, what piece of punctuation do I need to put in between my adjectives? Well done, it is a comma. And remember, it sits on the line. A tall brick house. Okay, let's move on to the last noun phrase, the road. Let's see if we can expand that noun phrase by thinking of 2 adjectives to describe the road. Okay, I hope you have told your grown-up your 2 adjectives. My 2 adjectives are going to be narrow and busy. The narrow busy road. Okay, so we have expanded all of our noun phrases to make them more interesting. So let's now see what our job is going to be. So this is the activity, children, that you are going to be doing, and we're going to talk through how you are going to do that now. Your job today, children, is to cut out these pictures, and you have got to write expanded noun phrases for them. So let's go through the pictures that we have. Elephant, mountain, house, teddy bear, city, dog, baby, sun, ladybird, bike, princess, cake. So we know all of these pictures are nouns, okay, because they are naming words of people, places, objects, or animals. So what you need to do is to cut out your pictures so you have them separate like this. And you are going to write 2 expanded noun phrases for each picture. So I think I'm going to start with the ladybird. So I could, in my writing, just write the ladybird, but it would be very boring and not very interesting for the reader. So instead of writing the ladybird, I am going to expand that noun phrase using 2 adjectives. So I think I am going to use red, because the ladybird is red in colour and it is spotty. So I am going to write I'm going to remember my capital letters, finger spaces and full stops. The red, mustn't forget my comma sitting on the line. Trying really hard with my joined up handwriting. The red, spotty, ladybird. Okay, so I have expanded my noun phrase from the ladybird to the red spotty ladybird. Now I've got to think of a different expanded noun phrase, and I can think of 2 different adjectives. So I think I am going to write the bright, beautiful ladybird. So underneath, the bright. Let's thread bright. B-R-I-T. B-R-I-T. Don't forget that comma in between my adjectives. The bright, beautiful. Now, I remember beautiful by saying B-E-A, beautiful. The bright, beautiful ladybird. Okay, I'm going to move on to my next one. I think I am going to choose the teddy bear. So I'm going to stick this underneath and I'm going to think, what adjectives could I use to describe the teddy bear? So I think the teddy bear looks very soft, and I can see that the teddy bear is brown. So I am going to expand my noun phrase from the teddy bear to the soft brown teddy bear. The soft brown teddy bear. Full stop. The soft brown teddy bear. And we know at a comma from our learning earlier in the week that we must do a little pause. I also think that this teddy is very cute and he looks very cuddly. So they are my 2 other adjectives that I am going to use. So instead of the teddy bear, I am going to write the cute, cuddly teddy bear. The cute, cuddly teddy bear. Okay, let's read it through. The cute, cuddly teddy bear. And then I would move on to my next picture. But I think it's now time for you to have a go yourself. So, remember you've got all of these pictures here. You've got to cut them out and then you have got to say to yourself, what is the noun phrase? So for this one, it would be the mountain. And then you have got to expand that noun phrase by using 2 really interesting adjectives. Okay, remember children, when you have finished, don't forget to send your work to your class teacher. We can't wait to see the amazing expanded noun phrases that you have thought of for these pictures. Bye for now.